but you don't know where to go to. Why don't you go where Frakschön sits? Now the Ritz. Different types to wear.
Buongiorno amici, ciao a tutti, sono BC, and welcome back once again to the Diamond Society. Oh yeah, man, I am down in my strip mine, and things are going pretty good, pretty fine. I'm actually having a really good time down here today, just doing a little bit of cleaning house. Still wintertime pretty much all over the world. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere, then it's summertime. But in my neck of the woods, it's, well, I guess it's not winter either. It's just always pleasant all year round. But for the sake of argument, let's call it wintertime. And spring cleaning's right around the corner, but I've already got the itch to get going, and I'm getting antsy. I'm trying to, just get things prepared, get things ready, for the time that we can kind of go ahead and take our hiatus from the Diamond Society and go back over to Plutonium. And there's some things we need to do. Like I said, we need to go wither skull hunting, and we need to find a good fortress to be able to do that. We've already got the good weapons, and we've got everything we need to be able to accomplish that, but it's just a matter of getting those skulls and having that fight. And that's definitely something I want to do a little bit later. But so just kind of derping around here, and just derping around and letting some time pass, kind of cleaning things up a little bit. And, I think I've talked about this before, but you'll notice I've got all kinds of vegetables down here. And I'll tell you what, Amici, I don't know, maybe this is common practice. I've never really seen too many other people kind of use this type of thing, but for me, whenever I'm doing a branch mine, branch mine is kind of like one of those things you want to do when you first enter a world, right? Because you really got to get resources, you got to get tools, you got to get armor, you got to get all the little things like that help you survive and thrive in a world. And a good branch mine should be on level 11, okay, level 11. And you want to go down three high is typically a good one, and then you want to skip 3 blocks and then go down again. And why? Because ores spawn in clusters, and by doing this, you're going to expose enough of a cluster to see it one side or the other. If you're only doing 2 wide, you're kind of cheating yourself, because if I see like a diamond ore in this block right here, I know it's part of a cluster. There's going to be another diamond ore adjacent to it. So if I'm going down this here, I'm going to see that same cluster. So clusters are typically 2 wide. They're not 3 wide. So by going 3 wide each time, you're giving yourself the maximum opportunity to find the left and the right limits of those ore clusters. So hope that makes sense. But anyway, what happens is you end up with these spaces in between, and there's really nothing good to do with those spaces. Usually most branch mines are pretty boring, just a bunch of tunnels. So I've always used these spaces to plant vegetables, because, what better to do with the space? And, most branch mines, they're either running north and south or east and west for the tunnels. So what do you do with the big tunnels that are going those opposite directions? Well, that's where I've done this, and we grow other vegetables, planted vegetables down the side, and this is almost ready to harvest. Yeah, sugarcane's good. We can harvest that. And of course, always come in with your fortune pick. If you didn't know, fortune pick on vegetables, look at that, 15 potatoes out of 3. So always use your fortune, okay? So that's 27. Let's see. Let's look at another batch of 3. You know what? Let's throw these on the ground, and let's not use fortune. So 7 compared to 15 using fortune. So always use your fortune pick. It works on potatoes and it works on carrots. I think it's also going to work on the beetroot, and as far as wheat, I believe it works on wheat as well, but the fortune only works on the seeds, not the actual stalks of wheat. So the stalks of wheat are always going to be 1, but the seeds, you have the opportunity to get way more when you're using fortune. And really, for all intent and purpose, I mean, because I'm using the potatoes and the carrots to replant, those are kind of seeds, I guess. So, yeah, I'm interested how it'll work on the beetroot. We'll have to find out. But anyway, so this is kind of my routine, just kind of working my way down the tunnel. And, you know, this stuff just grows. It grows without me really paying much attention to it, just as I'm doing branch mining, as I'm gathering resources, as I'm building myself up in this world. You know, good things are happening. And, yeah, can reap the rewards. So, I'll tell you what, though. This is not what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about, like, all right, how do I survive and thrive? But it's very important, you know. But the thing I want to talk about is this area down here. So, we've been here for a while. I mean, we really have been here for a while. Get up there. Well. All right, I'm going to let you live. Yeah, so the chickens are dropping eggs, and they actually will go through the enchanting table into this hopper and just collect them up like that. But anyway, we've been here for a while, and this area down here is disgusting. Like, I don't like it at all. It's gross. Like, I started trying to do something, and I don't know. But ultimately, I kind of want to do, like, some smeltery type things going on, and I also want to do, like, a minecart system out to each one of these tunnels. To help kind of, you know, while you're out there, if your you know, inventory's full, you could just kind of blah, 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 throw everything into a minecart. It could come back here to the hub, download, and I could just keep mining. I don't have to worry about coming back out here. So I kind of want to work something like that out. And yeah, so I'll tell you what. I've actually been up to a couple other things, trying to get some skulls. I also did we had a Diamond Society server meeting. And we did some cool things around spawn with that. And I also took a little time to visit a very special friend. So I'm going to show you all that. And when we come back, hopefully I'll have a lot more of this cleared out. And we'll go from there. So ciao for now. All right, so I just been out wandering around, gathering up quartz. So far got a pretty good haul. And I came across a nether fortress. And I've already been exploring around a little bit, and it's mostly just been these tunnels through, exploring a new nether fortress. So, mostly been these tunnels here, and I think I've come across the heart of the fortress here, so it's time to see if we can't get lucky and find some good stuff here. Gotta be careful though, and I know it's gonna be dark. I'll try and lighten it up in post, but I definitely don't want to lighten it up now because that will kind of disrupt the spawn rates. Oh yes, take all that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, definitely brand new. Never been visited. Alright. Yeah, so the hope is to come out of this with some skulls, because we need some skulls. That has kind of been our focus and mission for a while. And hopefully get lucky enough for that dream to come true. I hear you. Where are you? I hear them walking around. Maybe they're on this level above us. Okay, we got this other chest. Let's check that out. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, you know what? In fact, let me pick up these chests while we're out here. I like to do that whenever I'm clearing another fortress, just because I know if me and I'm coming into an area and, you know, I'm feeling like, oh, it's first time, it's never been explored, I see all these chests, kind of get my hopes up and might spend a little more time than I need to be spending here. But if I go ahead and, you know, do the good work of cleaning these chests out, then the next person who stumbles along this fortress won't be so wrapped up in the fact that it could be brand new. So a little bit of public service, I guess you could say. We're going to leave the nether wart, though. I think we're good on nether wart. It's not really something we need. And, yeah. I'm going to continue to rock and roll around this place. And, I'll bring you back if we find anything significant or have any good fortune come our way. So, ciao for now. Alright, I actually just came to a really cool intersection. That's 1, 2, 3. So let's see what we got. Nice. Alright, good stuff in this one. Very fine, very nice. You know, speaking of which, I wonder if our shop's doing very well. Oh gosh, 4 chests. I wonder if our shop is doing very well, if people are buying goodies. Oh yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. Hopefully that's something people are interested in. If not, maybe it's already time. Gosh! Oh man, let's see. I'll trade you bones and my flint and steel. Let's go ahead and make a recharge here. Let's go ahead and make a recharge. Is that 6? 6 with this one down here? Okay. And alright. Let's see, trade that golden sword. Oh, nice! Golly! Oh! This is incredible. Oh my gosh. Obsidian. That's new. I've never seen a chest with obsidian in it. Huh. We are making out like bandits. Okay. Well, I think I pretty much run this place through its courses. My inventory is stocked full. Look at all these saddles and armors. Lots of gold. Obsidian, crazy enough. And, yeah, I think I've pretty much hauled everything I can haul out of here. But the spawn rates for the wither skeletons just are not great. It's very, very sporadic, very random. Oh, speaking of which. Haven't seen hardly any at all, and maybe that's because the fortress is primarily contained within the ground. So let's see if we can get lucky here. Come on, Cranium Shredder. Come on. Dang it. Hey. I also upset a pigman on accident. I was trying to slay a blaze and accidentally slashed up a pigman. Luckily, that didn't prove to be too fatal to us. Alright. I think, Amici, I think this is it. I think we're gonna go ahead and head back to spawn, head back to our base, and we'll try another day to search for another fortress that's a little more productive. So, give me your head. So on my travels back, I actually stumbled upon another fortress, and this one has quite a bit of skeleton activity, so let's give it a try. Come on, baby. Oh, get off the rail. Didn't your mama tell you that's not safe? Ouch. Ah. Dudes, give me your face. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Oh, Oh, come on. Ooh. Decisions. Oh, kills me. No. Oh man. Making out. Man, what do I sacrifice? It's just I guess I sacrificed the chest, man. And oh gosh. Bucket of water. But once again, we're full, and this time I can't give anything else up. So even if I got a skull, I gotta sacrifice something else good. So I think we are gonna head out, but we will make a note of this place. All right. Well, we have made it back to our little underground mine, and man, we have got a heck. I was gonna say a heck bunch. I don't even know what a heck bunch is. We've got a good assortment of treasures and goodies, and man, I'm glad I made it back here because I actually could not find the tunnel we took to get into that area that we were exploring, and had to traverse the nether all the way back here, which was quite a good journey, I might say so. But check this out. Look at this haul. Oh yes. So 3.5 stacks of quartz, a bunch of gold. Look at this. 9, 12, 13 horse armors, 8 saddles, some diamonds. Oh my goodness. What a great haul. And we got 41 levels in the process. So lots of goodness, lots of great things happening. But still no heads, man. And yeah, looting 3, smite 5. Never got a single head out of any of that, so the adventure continues to try and get the skulls of those guys and finally fight the Wither and make a beacon for ourselves. But until then, I guess we just gotta have to keep on moving forward and progressing in this world, and that's cool. I'm good with that. Because it's all good. Lots of great things are going on right now. So anyway, I'm gonna take a little. I don't know. I'm just going to do a little bit of relaxing. You know, it may sound crazy, but one of the things that relaxes me like no other is branch mining. So I've got one whole quadrant of my branch mine down here. See, this is all done. But one whole quadrant that has not yet been completed. And I'm going to do a little branch mining, and we'll see what I can pull out of all that. And yeah, we'll kind of figure out what the way ahead is after that. So, ciao for now. So I'm just kind of wrapping up a little something that I've been working on, and just wanted to kind of bring you guys in and show you what's been going on. So we had a server-wide meeting, and after the meeting, people were talking about building different cars and just trying to populate the city with a little bit more different things. And this is one of the things that I have created for the city, and I'm just kind of putting the finishing touches on here. This little hubcap here, little hubcap there, and voila! Yes. Little camper truck, something I saw in World of Corrales a long time ago, but I've taken a couple liberties here and there with it just to add my own little touches. I did kind of build a little bit different camper, and in the end I just kind of, I don't know, it more or less resembles his design, but I've definitely made some different changes. The one thing that he did not do is finish the interior, so on the inside, got a little stove, little plant. We got a bed up here that's actually functional. So if I click on the bed, I will sleep up in that bed. A little hand towel. And yeah. So all kinds of good things going on. And another thing that I was working on here, and still got a little bit ways to go. But as far as the vehicle is concerned, I think it's done. See, this road was so wide. And it just, I don't know, to me it was just too boring, too wide, too much dead space. So I took out the yellow stripes, put in a track, and voila. Made this little trolley, streetcar, whatever you want to call it. So this is totally my own design. Just looked up at a Google image of a streetcar trolley and found something and just tried to build whatever I could that closely resembled it, and I think it turned out pretty sweet. I'm actually very happy with this design. So plan is to put a little trolley station here in this area right here, and then maybe a trolley station down at the end as well, and maybe a couple more trolleys here and there. Maybe there will be a turnoff that goes that way towards the tunnel, or I don't know. All kinds of nifty ideas. Not sure whether I want to go ahead and put like electric lines running all over the place and have this thing, you know, electrically powered, or if it could just kind of be doing what it's doing without all that jazz, because I just don't want to clutter up the downtown. But maybe I'll toy around with a couple ideas and see how it works out. But yeah, anyway, so this camper turned out pretty sweet, and totally excited about it. And one thing I wanted to do real quick is I did not give proper gratitude, thanks, and shout out to somebody very important to me recently. And you know what? I want to take some time to do that. So I'll meet you when I get to where I need to be. One other thing before I leave the Spawn Town area. You know what? This is the second or third time I've seen this exact same spot blown up. Creepers just don't blow up unless they're aggravated. I'm just saying. It's the second time. Anyway, I've got a bunch of saplings on me, and I thought I'd go ahead and take them over here to the bonsai tree store. No sense in storing them in our place when we can give them back to the community and see if there's anybody that needs them. And it's been a while since I've been over here to check my supplies, so let's see. Jungles are good. Some more birch. More oak. Lots of oak going on. Spruce is a little low. Okay, overall it's good. Oh, snap! Oh, snap. Somebody gave me a donation. Very, very sweet. Very fine. And the Rare and Wondrous Booty Store. Wonder if anybody's been purchasing anything from here. We'll have to check that a little bit later. See if anybody's been partaking of the goodness. Alright, so I think I've pretty much taken care of all my errands and chores down here in downtown. And I'm going to head into the nether, get to where I said I wanted to meet you all back, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I want to head out through this portal right here because there's somebody that I want to give a special thanks to. You know, back when I did my little mini-sode, when I went out and spread out holiday cheer, gave Christmas cards and cakes to everybody, there was one person that I didn't put it as base because I really didn't even know who he was. I'd never met him before, never talked to him, and from what I understand, he was kind of a lot less active. I ended up putting his cake and card underneath the community Christmas tree. And I know I saw this base once upon a time and had no clue who it belongs to, but the person I'm referring to is James Stev. So, James, you know, he's a great guy, man. In the last few weeks, I've really gotten to know him pretty well, and just think he's a great person. I love everything he stands for. I love everything he is. I love everything he's doing, and he's just a great guy to talk to and to chillax with. And I'll tell you what, you know, without question, he logged on one day and he just started helping me build the tower to the Nether Hub, the skyscraper. And I didn't even ask him. He just wanted to offer it up. And, you know, I already thanked Muse in my own special way by building Muse that tunnel to his base. But I want to thank James in my own special way by giving him this. And, oh yeah, half a stack of emerald ores. And I know for a fact that emerald ore, or emeralds, are quite precious to James. He has a fondness for them in his heart. And the fact that they're emerald ores says that I got them legit through work. No villager training, man. So these are from the heart. So James, thanks for all the help on the tower. Ciao. Ciao, amigo. BC. So yeah, man. Thanks, James. I appreciate it. Enjoy those, dude. And you guys check James out, man. He's doing a lot of cool things out here. And this terrain is incredible. What a cool place to build. And got a really cool project going out here. So, all right. I'm going to head out. But, yeah, check it out. Ciao, ciao, ciao. We are back from our little adventure over to James's house. And yeah, man, lots has been going on with the dig downstairs, and we are going to get to that. But let me kind of show you what else has been going on. So, um, yeah, I do, but in a few. In a few. So yeah, just kind of working on down here, you know, and I during one of those scenes I talked about how I was going to go ahead and strip out this other quadrant, and I did. And let me kind of show you that too, man. The riches are pouring in. So look at this. 2 stacks of diamond ores. We got all kinds of good stuff going on here. Lapis, golds. Collected some irons. All kinds of good things, man. All the good stuff. And so now that this entire 50 by 50 radius, so 100 by 100 area has been completely mined out on this level, I think it's time to expand. And so I've gone ahead and started working out the tunnels on the outer edges. And so we've got our main garden corridors here. And then, man, that was kind of, got vertigo there for a second. And then so these are the outside tunnels that go around at the 50 foot or the 50 meter mark. And I've just gone ahead and dressed them up. And you can see here represents this tunnel. Whoa. Represents the fact that this tunnel has already been completely mined out as far as you know, precious jewels and stuff. And so we're gonna keep going straight. But look at this. I'm gonna change it up, right? I'm gonna offset it by 1 so that I can't just stand there and look down like the entire world. So it's all gonna offset by 1. And yeah, here lies the newest iteration. And I think we'll probably go another 50 meters, maybe 100 in those directions. And I thought, you know what? Instead of just continuing to do our mine all in what is this? A east-west fashion, why don't we just start going every direction? So when you come around the corner to the main corridor on the end, now it's going to start going out as well in the north-south. So we're going to do that all the way around. So in every direction now, outside of this 100 by 100 block, we're just going to go outward. And I think that should be pretty cool. Now, one of the things I talked about that I wanted to do was devise a way where I could just quickly, if I'm out here, you know, I don't have to run 50 blocks all the way back to the mill and sort myself out. I could just kind of deposit my stuff midway. And so I've made this little rail station. So here's a little rail station, and I've got 1 cart on there right now. But if we go ahead and take this set of tracks, you know, and it doesn't seem like far, it really isn't that far, but eventually over time it adds up just running back and forth. But we end up coming into this room, and on the other side of this is the area that we worked in below, and I'll show you that as soon as we're done down here. But what I want to do is I want to build a deposit station for our goodies. So we're going to grab some of these materials here. And I'll tell you what, Amici, I am using a design that one of my fellow Diamond Society members has posted up, Motbot, and I'll have a link to his tutorial, redstone tutorial, in my description. But I went ahead and decided to use his design because I think it's pretty neat and pretty fabulous. And so this is what we want to do. We want to, let's see, I think there's a block here, block there, and let's see. Okay. Block here, block there, block here, block here. And I decided to use this polished granite because, you know what, we haven't used granite in any other build, and so, like, why not? Now, this area here is kind of necessary with the wrapping around of hoppers just because of the way that it worked out with the height and everything. And this is getting beat out. I'll have to replace that later. But this is the corridor right there. So we can't go up any higher. We can't go down any lower because otherwise we'll require an elevator to get up and then down into these chests. So we don't want to do that. So, okay, so these 3 blocks here, this is super simple build. All right, so touching the hopper here, we just want to have a comparator, okay? And that comparator is going to go right into this torch, which is going to power this block, which is then going to feed this repeater, which is going to put a signal into this block and power it. And on top of that hopper, we want to put that powered rail. So now that powered rail is, well, yeah, powered rail is powered. So what I want to do is go ahead and put that there and that there. And let's see. Yeah. I want to put track, and let's see. Let's go ahead and put a powered rail right there. Like so. All right. So now what's the dealio with this? So what'll happen is, whoop. Come on. Okay. Minecart chest, good to go. All right, so it's going to be cruising down from that area up there. Okay, and we're just going to fill it full of the rest of this. Well, not all of it, because I want to build the other side. Fill it full of this polished stuff. It's going to cruise. It's going to go up there. Now, it's immediately going to start dumping its stuff into that hopper because it's got stuff to dump. And you can see there it goes. It's dumping away. And as it's passing through this hopper, this is saying, hey, there's stuff in that hopper, which is going to send a redstone signal, which will depower this torch, which will depower the rail, and that's what keeps that thing there. And see, now that it's all done, this is like, oh, I don't have anything else I see, and it's going to flow it all the way back out. And that should have enough gusto to make its way back up and hang out in our start position. So, yeah. Let me just go ahead, and while we're here, because this is super simple, throw that in there. Quick blinky blink. Like this. Super simple, and, you know, Mott, awesome design, because this thing is completely 100% tileable, which means that you could just have one right next to another and it doesn't interfere whatsoever. And the only reason why we have them separated is just because of the design of our tunnels. It has nothing to do with his design and a requirement to have any separation. So his design is really cool. Again, check out his tutorial. It's pretty sweet. It really easy to follow, self-explanatory. I think it's a quick 5-minute video, or shoot, not even that. Maybe it's a 1-minute video. It's so quick. But yeah, that's it. So we don't need this guy down here anymore. Got it. And yeah, sweet. So we got our retrieval system. So here they are back in position. All I do is I just come up here and I'm like, okay, well, I got this junk that I don't need, and I just want to send all this back to the mothership and launch. And it's just going to go do it. So let's go see where that all ended up. And that's down in the bottom area that I talked about, how I was going to spend a little bit of time cleaning up. And I'll tell you what, man, once the brain juices started flowing, those creativity juices, it was awesome. I like the way it ended up. And it's going to be pretty cool. But here we go. Very different. Huh? Yes. I like the way it ended up. The floor is still super basic. I haven't figured out what to do with the floor, but everything else is pretty worked out. And we're going to have one of these retrieval stations on every side, and it all should end up, yeah, there it goes. There's our stuff. And so there'll be one over there. You know, each cardinal direction will have one. And then what am I going to do in these courtyard type areas? Well, I want to go ahead and build some sort of brewing thing and some sort of, I don't know, maybe some sort of smelting thing, and maybe some sort of, yeah, so like alchemy and smelting, and maybe some sort of like small animal farms. I don't know. I'm not sure. But for right now, this is going to be where we're going to have our item retrieval. So, yeah. I think it's turning out pretty sweet, pretty fine, and I'm pretty excited about all of that, and look forward to getting this area squared away and finished. And, you know, it's never been my intent to make any kind of base out here. I'm just trying to make a good strip mine, because I'm telling you what, Amici, we need those resources. And this last little stretch of doing strip mining out here has definitely helped me gather up a ton of resources to continue working on the Space Needle and the other projects. We really kind of burned through a lot of our resources lately, working on roads and buildings and the Space Needle and this, that, and the other. And now finally, I think I've got a good sum of resources collected back up. So it is time to get busy and build. So the next time we get together, Amici, expect great, wonderful things. get some building going on, probably a little bit more time lapse. But for now, it's going to do. I'll probably work on this a little bit more, and yeah, should be a good time. So until next time, ciao a tutti. I hope you well, love y'all, and bye-bye.